I got it's a little better. Welcome. I'm drawing. I'm coloring. I'm doing all kinds of stuff. So, you might see some taboo things going on here, like tracing, but tough noogies. It's part of the game right now. So if I was worried about becoming a good technical artist right now, I could be here another 10 years. But so what you do is you go to the internet and you find yourself some 3D models or just a picture or something you want to draw. Use it as reference to draw, freehand on the side, or find the one with the perfect pose you can grab and trace. So I think I had an idea for some of these. I think it's this one first. Then this one. Okay. And that one. It's basically composing your picture, posing your actors on stage, blocking everybody in. What if I can use this one and reverse the pose? Let's see. Okay. This guy. He's gonna be in the background, eh? Okay, I'm gonna crop this out. I go like this. Take the curves. Take the high end out. Boom. Take the curves. Take the high end out. One more time. Most likely, these ships will reappear later on. That one there. It's going in line or some kind of formation. Combine those. Take that group. This is all going to be on the top, like speech bubbles title. I don't know. Just look good up here. Let's see. My background, solar bodies, all that stuff. This is empty down here though. All right. I think it looks best on the bottom. So what's the consensus in the chat? Okay, looks like we're going with my idea then. Let me do the never mind. We're gonna just line art right now, so I'm gonna turn the rest of this off again. I drew all these freehand before, just off of reference, using perspective lines and everything. And it turned out pretty good. That's when I did not have an iPad, a Cintiq. This is going to be silhouette anyway, so. fighter. I actually went and bought like a really super small model of the Old Republic Millennium Falcon and the Sith, what do you call it? A Star Destroyer from the Old Republic. The basic Star Destroyer with the two outcroppings in the front, the like evil eyebrow bridge in the back. So I took some of my own pictures as photos, and I would place those photos in Photoshop on a document 11 by 17, and I would print it out in a huge 11 by 17 capable printer that I got from Staples, and then that's how I would do like model tracing and stuff. So I used to say that became kind of tedious, a lot of steps, but it worked. So at the time, then years went by, the year went by. I got a an iPad for coloring and Cintiq for the penciling and inking part, and then next thing you know, might as well just find 3D models on the internet and just trace them. It's a lot quicker. So I did went ahead and I made my own. I made up a design for my own fighter, a Republic fighter called a K-wing, K-wing, K-foil. I don't know exactly what to call it, but that's what I made up. It's kind of like an X-wing, but the bottom wing is shorter than the top wing. So when it's spread open, it's different, and it's got like a tail fins like a transformer. I guess like a real plane would have an atmospheric fighter. So it has the capability to fight in the atmosphere and also to go into space and operate strictly on those kind of propulsion forces up there in space. Check this out. I got some detail on the wing I can show you. So that'll be fine when that happens. I am having a big space battle in the final chapter. Not big, but enough that I need to make a ship model and find 3D models of the Sith ships. Eventually, the idea is you can draw one of these without the model, put it in perspective, use reference, which I was doing before. It looked pretty good, but I have to make up a ship for my bounty hunter now. I'd seen an Instagram post where a guy was taking household items like blenders, knife sharpeners, can openers, something like that, and taking the shape of those, transforming it into a spaceship. And it's pretty realistic, pretty sci-fi looking. You're like, yeah, I guess that shape would work for a sci-fi ship, a transport, a fighter, a cargo ship. Yeah. After all this filling in detail, I'm still gonna have to fill it in with gray matter underneath to separate it. The separations layer. There's another way you can fill in black. still have the ability to do straight lines. It'd be straight lines, just not ruler lines, if you know what I mean. I think this ship looks better than that one, though. Okay, this is the little gun one. This. So if all else fails, you zoom out and your strokes mean more. Okay. So I like the body lines of this one. It's a cool design for a ship. Everyone's got to be a throwback from the original design, which was thousands of years in the future. But these Old Republic Sith fighters are pretty cool. Look at that. Shape of the wings, very imaginative, very threatening looking. Like a Batwing fighter. Should put some hashtags and stuff up there. Sammy, you want to be my moderator one day? I could use a guy to put the links up on all my Discords. To do some technical stuff. Yeah, wing, dude. I like where it procreates line tools. Got a dog. Crazy ankle biter. I'm gonna go silent for a second. So separations and flatting is made a little quicker with this quick fill tool. I'm pretty sure in Photoshop there's a version of this, but it requires Photoshop. So the pen tool works and All right, so what I'm doing is I'm giving them their own flat area that I'm going to alpha lock, and so I won't be able to color outside the lines when I finally get down to the coloring part. Be a nice hard edge, helps it separate it from the background. If you want to color on top of it, you don't have to be super careful of the edges because edges are already locked out. You can take a big, huge round brush and color over everything. Okay. These shapes are a little more complicated. Okay, I was wondering why I had the lines for the planets in the background. That's why. This is the sad, dark underbelly of comic coloring, at least for my process. You may have people that do straight up watercolors. I'm sure that's a lot more fun and outdoorsy. It's a pretty wavy line right there. There's a straight little speck out in the middle of space. It's kind of weird. I wish I was 31 minutes, not bad. I'm not highly entertaining of a streamer, mostly because I'm streaming my work process. Next week I'm probably laying a page out or doing some fan art or something. That might be different, but right now it's like the cold hard foundation laying before you get to do the fun part. Mm-hmm. For any holes. Sometimes that kind of organic feel does good for it. If it's all perfectly rulered out and stuff, sometimes it can look a little stiff. You ever watch a cartoon, and for the vehicles they use these 3D modelers or animations, and it just kind of stands out? I like that. Okay. The heavenly bodies. Scrunch those together. The layer 4 is just like an empty layer. I don't know what the deal is going on with that thing. But so this is the fleet that is being run by, that shouldn't be a hole right there. Darth Gravis and Darth Mortis. They are patrolling the Teresian system. Finding little holes in the planet edge. You dizzy yet? Not holes, but the opposite. Okay. Sammy, can you do something for me real quick? You go into my closet. On the floor is my metal easel for my iPad. Could you get it for me, please? Thanks. Since I'm entering or I'm exiting like drawing mode, I'm going into coloring mode. I'm gonna deploy some other things. Problem with space, I like to do depth with like atmospheric distortion and have stuff in the background grayed out. Not grayed out, but a little less intense, you know. There's no atmosphere in space. That's the problem. So, thank you, sir. All right. I was using my other laptop as a stand. Let's start by doing the planets. How about that? Just gonna pull up.
Is that a speed running timer?
On the internet. There's my other. Action pretty short. Images. Yeah. That sun is behind it. It's going to be in shadow a little bit. Got some pretty good references. Hey, Arts and Bible Nerd. How you doing? Yeah, you caught me streaming all right. I'm guilty. Bill. I'll just call you ABN on the internet. How about that? Just trying to do some coloring. I'm paying a colorist to do 4 of my pages for me, and I decided that I had enough time before he gets done to do my like a intro splash page, like an establishing shot. So, how are you doing, my friend? How's your Joseph comic book doing? Gotta follow this guy when he draws. He's working on some good. Uh, he's he's the master of expressive faces, right there. Mm-hmm. I'll make this dark too. Can be some glow from the underneath from the planet, like light reflecting off the planet coming up to the under part of this Star Destroyer. But the actual direct sunlight is gonna be coming from the top. I'll pick my direct sunlight color. I'm gonna have this on airbrush screen. I'm gonna lock my alpha. Am I just going back on what I just said? Like I'll do the planets first. I just have this kind of. I think I want to do this right now. Let's see what this looks like. You can't see much of the top. Let's see. Right on, page 8. I'll tell you what, at least you get to work on it every day. I changed my schedule. I got like this office job now. So I can squeeze it in on breaks or stealth mode while I'm on these Zoom meetings. Turn my camera off. I know, evil. But just keep hammering away, man. It's like me and my streaming habits. I just want to build an audience through streaming. I just it's the last thing I think of. And I'm just trying to hit my kids up. They need to be my what do you call those things? Mods. I need mods. I need help. It's like I don't know how long you've been sitting there watching before I acknowledge your existence. Stealth mode, yeah. Gotta get it done. There's a meeting that I sit in that's sometimes an hour, sometimes 2 hours long, and I have a 3-minute segment that I contribute, but I got to be there the whole time. It's pretty good highlights on there. Should I make this planet like a? What's a good color for this? Try this. Uh, and this one could be like green. My generic palettes here. Yeah, yeah. This was kind of a last minute decision. I just barely got my whole setup back up this week to help my wife record something for her job. And I'm like, you know what? I've been wanting to do a Saturday morning stream. Might as well just go for it right now, see who shows up. Let's see how it works. The technical part. I got a new monitor. Got a couple new things here. I don't know what I'm doing with my Cintiq. I don't have room on my desk, I don't think, but that goes good. That doesn't take away from the action in the front. Yeah. Make a stand. Just call yourself a Christian, huh? You are one, right? Jeez. Tell somebody. Make it known. This is my space color, my generic space. Is that what it is? Where's it at? Yeah, that color right there. You do a big, huge space shadow. Yeah, I'll be pretty happy there. Being a medic in the field is great. It's fun. It's exciting. But then, man, I was talking to somebody and I said, he's like, how long you been a paramedic? And I told him 27 years. And then to me, that sounded old. It's like, what a loser. So, yeah, it's time to, maybe this color would be better for a shadow. So, yeah, it's just that, starting getting kind of old there. So, not old, just, breaking down the body a little bit, your lower back, your knees, and different things. Can't hold up forever, Wasn't exactly raking in the dough as a comic artist, so I decided to just at least get myself someplace where I can be home every night, be around the fam, have the weekends off. So there's some drawbacks, obviously, but it's nothing compared to the bennies. Aha, a straggler. So maybe this should be an airbrush. And the one thing my hand is good is doing little arcs. Here's what you got, huh? Lightly swirling this, lightly touching the canvas, the screen. Right on, bro. I'm sure that's a cool internet term that I don't know about, but as long as it doesn't involve alcohol or theft of a vehicle, go for it, brother. Okay. I think I'm going to do an airbrush on the line art. Like, what is this color here? How about that? See what this looks like. There you go. Light refracting through the atmosphere. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Go ahead and lurk then. I hope there's more people lurking out there. This is a lurk-friendly stream. I'll try to talk quite a bit. I think my voice puts people to sleep, so it also will help as a sleep aid. Wasn't that funny, kid? Because having learned that, I guess I do my own share of lurking. Got some texture brushes I can use here. Moon Sand, Nebula Dry Brush. We'll do kind of a little Photoshoppy trick here. Just to get the shadow for this planet, I'm gonna get an actual circle. Fill it with that guy there. Then I'm going to Gaussian blur. Take off the selection though. Gaussian blur. I'm just on the multiply. Yeah, that looks cool. Distort it a little bit. There you go. I can add weirdo details on this thing without it totally. Try this one. Probably some clouds. Cloud-like substance. I'll try this. Actual cloud brushes. Become kind of small. Different layer. Like maybe like a Ah, cool. It's kind of like a algorithm manipulation. There we go. Like a little swirl guy. And in your spare time, you should work on your automatic drawing techniques where you just kind of let your brain fill in the details. Random strokes. You're doing swirls, you're doing water, you're doing whatever it is you're doing. Clouds. Smoke. Smoke is another one. If you smoke, you just kind of disengage on the attention and detail about your body. Your mind, your hand just kind of do the work. If I don't get any extra strokes, I'm about to go portrait mode with this. With the iPad, it's you feel like I get when you plug in your power supply, the screen feels that as another finger sometimes. And I'll just get this wild stroke going off towards the plug. So if that starts happening, I'll have to go landscape mode. But I'll zoom in plenty. See good. Far away. Looks pretty good in far away. I guess you can call this like layer, and that's the second layer of highlighty clouds. I'm still want to make the brush. I'm pushing a little harder. I'm defining actual areas where the cloud's going to be denser. Because if you were looking at this for real as the horizon, you'd be looking through several hundreds, thousands of miles of clouds. And then they spread out thinner. There we are. You saw me blow some of this overboard, so I'm going to go like this. Select that layer, automatic select, tap the outside, go to my cloud layer, cut, and all the overage is gone. If I change the blending mode, it'd be really cool. normal. Now we'll stay with normal. I'll go into the planet. I'll do a little, make a little contrast here with some dark greenish. Try this. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try something cool. I'm gonna try something. It's gonna be cool. Okay.
Okay, where you scroll back?
Over there.
Over where? Okay, you guys ready? Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to do some light reflecting up. Maybe there's a moon or something. There's a moon that's reflecting some light back on it, maybe. I want it just to be this dead space. Okay. All right. It's like a cool green screen. I'm gonna go to my main ship again and see how this looks. I'm doing all this so I know what color to reflect off the bottom of my Star Destroyer. And a space color. Use the screen brush on the sides. Maybe give me some separation there. So here's at the studio lighting. Try with some little details. Maybe there's small structures underneath a superstructure that are catching that light, that third light source. Maybe this is the second light source. That underglow is the. Eventually, I'm just going to get. Shh. The CEO just walked in. Yeah. I think this guy way up here, that's probably just going to be like a silhouette. What was my underbelly color? But through the screen brush, you get a little variety. In fact, on my line layer, knock those down a little bit, even though there's no such thing as atmospheric distortion in space. You're going to atmospherically distort these that much. of that. And now for this is my interior light color. I'll try that one.
All right.
Put some exhaust. Pick that color. My flare. Sweet, that worked out. And then on top, go back to the layer select. What was I selecting now? Okay. Bye. Screen layer, screen brush. All right. Also, I would take a light pen to like some yellow. Yeah, so my take on things are basically cinematic. So what you see in the movies is kind of what I want to see on the book. So like same kind of a feel. That's what wide shots, establishing shots. So obsessed with drawing a thing as I am drawing the thing that represents the thing. Like that represents windows and viewports on a ship rather than actually drawing a bunch of viewports, you know. Like all safety lights on every apex. This is the ship that is going to destroy you. Let me see, orangey orange. Grapey grapes. There you go. How's that look? Pretty cool. So this is a fleet that's covering the Teresian system. My power color. Engine power was that. All right, let's see who's taking light. Screen. Who's taking light from the sun here? All right, I can see all the holes. What's up, Gabe? All I gotta do is turn off all this overhead stuff. Get the real color. Still. Yeah. Oh yeah. A little contrast makes a difference. You're inspecting for holes in your flat. That just looks like a mess. I forgot what I was doing now. Behind it. All right. Probably some highlights on this in the wing. This guy is full on. He's inverted in a 6. Kind of layering the highlights a little. Almost seems like I get like a panel feel. Has different texture to these fighters, just with one color laid out in different thicknesses, I guess. Okay, we get space color. Well, what's left to do here? I guess just some engine plumes for the Well, I'm gonna do the rim of this planet. Duplicate this layer. Take off the alpha lock. Commence with the Gaussian blur. Duplicate. Well, I think what we have here is the finished product. So, close up, pan. I don't know what it looks like on your screen. Mine's got a little yellow tint to it. But I think it's good. Yeah. A little starburst action there. I think all the attention's right there in the center of the page. It's pretty obviously what ship we came here to talk about today. If I do this, let's see if this happens. You know how this works. You just can't stop. Kidding me? It's that little touch. So this is the Ascendant Spear. It is a Star Destroyer, elite class. I mean, like it's one of the biggest ones they made. You're seeing this top-down view. This is like a. Let me see. I think I got a better view on my iPad here. You can see that sucker's got 2 of those bridge towers, and they're split. One's on, there's 2 of them, and the thing's like split down the middle and opens up kind of like a clamshell there in the middle. It's I'm gonna do this. Say goodbye for that for a second. Okay, so this is the Ascendant Spear. Well, this is the actual Ascendant Spear, but this is the same class of a Star Destroyer that it is. So it's super huge. This model is on Sketchfab if you want to look at it. It's one of the bigger ones, and there's a guy named Darth Mortis that transformed the thing into a man plus the machine plus force, like a singularity almost, so that he could pilot it that way. Using the force, his mind, and everything. He's kind of, instead of putting his hands on the yoke, puts his big cyber helmet on and controlled the entire thing from presumably his Sith meditation sphere or the bridge or something. That's what it was set up to do. So it's been in the lore since the Dark Horse days of the Star Wars comics, and it's going to a minor role in my story. It's Darth Mortis. I think that's all the ones that I have. This is Darth Dangerously. So, and then I just have some various views of the Sith fighter. This is your standard Imperial Star Destroyer back then. The little forks in the front. So I've drawn a couple of those. I bought a little mini model that I could use for reference too, but it seems like just grabbing for a quick sketch, for quick elements in artwork, I'm just going to grab the 3D models and put them in there. So this one looks just about done to me. Might do a little bit of blue overglow on these guys in front. Just in keeping with everything else with my screen layer. Oops. All right. So, seriously done. Thanks for everybody for coming out and watching. I've got some more layouts and stuff to do next Saturday for sure. Maybe one day during the week when I got nothing to do, but that's probably not going to happen. Okay. I will talk to you guys in a little while. Remember to check out The Dark Hunter. It's free on. Gosh, I'll get my head together real quick. It's free on Webtoons. Webtoons, it's a good story. It's Acts chapter 9, painted over with the Star Wars universe. It's set in the Old Republic era, and it's been a great story. I've been doing it for 2 years now. Hopefully not going on 3. I'm winding down to the end, and it's going to be great. So on Webtoons, Star Wars: The Dark Hunter. Check it out. Maybe before, I don't know if I can do, I can't think at the description yet, can I? I can totally edit the description. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go put the link in the description right now. Because I don't want the world to go without this, right? Let's see here. The URL has been copied. There you go. If you're on YouTube, that link is in the description. I can't do that with the Twitch. All right. Well, have a good day. Have a good Saturday. Be talking to you soon. Bye-bye. And bye-bye to anybody who's lurking.